Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be the second game of this WC3 series. So yeah, this is actually going to be a re-recording because number one, I just did not commentate very well. Number two, I don't expect it to go well this time either. Number three, I actually wanted to talk about this particular tournament, which just crumbled like out of nowhere. So I will take advantage of this early couple of minutes to talk about what I wanted to talk about. But first off, let's introduce the players. In the bottom right we have LawLiet, the yellow knight of player, who is currently up 1-0 to this best of 3 series against Yumiko, the red human player, in the top left. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. So we do have a lot of Night Elf players from AWC that is participating. I believe we have 4 in total. We have 3 humans in total. We have 2 undead and 1 orc. I believe that equals 10 players. So anyway, this is going to be the final series of Group A, and to be fairly honest, I do regret not casting as quickly as possible. I do regret not being inconsistent. So yeah, sorry about that. So Group B is going to consist of 5 players. They're going to verse each other like in Group A, pretty much the same format. The participants are going to be the human players, Infi and Tho, who is actually both pretty well known and highly skilled players. The 2 Night Elf players, who's going to be Elegant and Moon. Obviously Moon has made a name for himself, and Elegant is still pretty top tier in terms of players. We have the undead player Lucifer, who, if you don't know, is probably one of the highest skilled undead players nowadays, or at least he is my favorite undead player right now. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. That is the 5 players in Group B. A rather strong lineup. Not saying that Group A has a weak lineup, but the fact that they have people like Lucifer, Tho, and Moon in that group, it's, you know, some people might prefer that one to this one, really. So anyway, let's get back into this game. It is going to be an Archmage versus Warden once again. The Warden is very close to level 2, however, just not quite there yet. Hunter's Ult has been placed down, but we don't actually see a second Ancient of War. We're going to go straight to tier 2 instead. I believe LawLiet's just going to go a couple of Huntresses, but save up the resources to go into Ancient of Lores, and then Dryads, and then Bears. So the first Huntresses are coming out. Cloak of Shadows on the Warden, but not necessarily the required item for the Warden, because she can already Shadow Mount by herself. The peasants, not the peasants, the militias are actually moving out to hopefully just try and clear out this expansion. Not expansion, just creep camp. Wow. Just out of it today. Yumiko is sticking to tier 1, that's generally because he wants to expand in this base. This archer is hopefully looking to pick up a kill and was able to get that water elemental as the Warden levels up to level 2, which is rather nice. Hopefully she took herself that blink, because she obviously has the Shadow Strike as her first ability. The Huntress is going to be surrounded, so that's not going to be ideal. Last charge of Dust Appearance is going to be used to try and take out that Huntress, which will actually happen, but the dust will not be available for the Warden, and she will most likely get that kill. What is it going to be? It's going to be no item pickup right there, but the kill, I believe, was given to the Warden. Greater mana potion for the Archmage, not necessarily the best item, but maybe will be kept for maybe possibly the future hero. Maybe it will be a Mountain King. Lumber mill is on its way, so we are going to have these towers turn into guard towers. So LawLiet really can't prevent this expansion from going up. It's sometimes inevitable. The only way LawLiet can actually pull this through is just by playing smart, playing safe, and maybe expand himself, or maybe get a high enough army. But generally getting the latter is rather difficult, because once your opponent's expansion is all set up, then they can get their own high army. Warden taking a lot of damage. There we go with the Shadow Meld. I believe the Archmage is going to be forced to actually purchase a Dust Appearance. There we go. Boots as well. And maybe force this Warden to go for another Blink. There we go with a Shadow Strike right there. Dust Appearance, and will force that Blink. Will the Archmage be an Archmage and kill his own units? No, that will not happen. The Huntresses are... will they be able to pick off another footman? That will not happen either. So back in the main base, we have an Ancient of Lore over here, and a Trio of Life over here. Now, he is going Treant Armor, and Ancient's Armor, as well as movement speed, so this is obviously an indicator of that he wants to move this expansion somewhere. Tree of Life, not generally the best, not generally the fastest of buildings to move around, so yeah, that's generally what this upgrade is for. When I was first watching this, I was like, huh, was this a mistake? Apparently maybe not. And then I saw this upgrade, then oh, that kind of makes sense, I guess. The problem is that where is LawLiet actually going to expand? Will he expand over here with this red creep camp, or will he go over here where it is much more closer to his opponent's expansion? Who knows? Level 3 on the Warden, so she does have the level 2 Shadow Strike. The Huntresses doing a fair job against those footmen, but not necessarily doing that much because they don't really deal that much damage. But the fact that they're ranged and they do bouncing damage just compensates for that. Yeah, we are at tier 2, and we're gonna pick ourselves a Panda second. So Panda is generally gonna be a really good pick. We usually see the Panda as a second hero for the Night Elves anyway, so not really questioning that decision at all. Now, what is Yumiko gonna go for in his main base? We do see a blacksmith being placed down. Tier 2 is on its way. Masonry upgrades is being, well, upgraded. We don't have any production buildings whatsoever. The barracks not building anything, not producing anything. But we are most likely going for Rifleman, because that's generally a strong pick for the human player, especially against LawLiet's kind of unit composition right now. Rifleman, more commonly seen when we see hunters into dryads, and yeah, that's mainly because Riflemen are just flat out better than both units. So when you start producing Riflemen to counter these huntresses, and then when the Night Elf player transitions from huntresses to dryads, as a human player you don't need a transition, you just need to build more Riflemen. That's generally the case. Huntresses will be taken out, but that doesn't really matter. Huntresses will eventually die out, and then the supply will be freed up for the Ancient of Lore units. We are producing off 2 Ancient of Lores, but this one's not actually making anything. We are saving up for something, I guess. There we go, tier 3 jump right there. So LawLiet is hoping to mass up bears sometime soon. Doesn't want to be foolish and go mass dryads. That would be kind of foolish, because, well, Riflemen will obviously be suspected to be transitioned into, and we have +1 upgrades for the Dwarvish attack. Going at the expansion, we don't really see anything. We have a farm over here, which is kind of cute, but that's generally it. We don't have any production over here. Tier 2 is not actually done. There we go, tier 2 has finished, and we will see Yumiko try and react to this sort of army composition. Do we have anything on the way? Not really. But we are having this Ancient of War actually eating through these trees. LawLiet and Yumiko is still having a skirmish over here. The Watcher camp is trying to be claimed. But yeah, Do I have any production over here? We do have Yumiko placing down 1 Arcane Sanctum, 2 Arcane Sanctums, and probably a Workshop. Workshops are generally followed up, and if he wants to actually go for a siege, he would produce more mortar teams. Because shooting from over here is actually kind of funny and actually positionally advantageous, but I don't know, that generally depends. The Panda, how impactful would the Panda be in this game? Who knows? It depends on how many spellbreakers Yumiko has compared to the ratio on spellcasters he has. The problem is he is 50 supplies, so he will have to break upkeep, and he needs to make more farms, which he is actually doing in his main base. Increased lumber harvesting is being researched as well. We are probably going to produce something over here, maybe just double priests, because Yumiko needs that increased survivability. He actually has a Mountain King second as well. Impactful in its own way, not as great as the Panda, because Panda has AoE, but single target DPS is generally the Mountain King's bread and butter, but that's also the Warden, which is kind of funny. So yeah, nothing really important. The only thing that will matter between MK and Panda is just the level difference, and right now the Panda is skyrockets ahead, mainly because he was hired up much earlier on. And yeah, funny how Yumiko is, I guess, sort of behind. He's I guess, could you say it's funny? I mean Night Elf is at tier 3 already. He didn't really have to delay his tech all that much. He actually expanded after he teched, and now he has a lot of units. Tome of Experience has been dropped, Medallion of Courage as well, so that is an ideal item for the Panda, as it is +4 strength and +4 intelligence, which is the 2 attributes that the Panda should be building up to, and apparently it's on the Warden for some reason. Who knows? Yumiko is going to clear this Watcher camp for himself. Level 4 Archmage, level 2 but very close to level 3 Mountain King versus level 4 but close to level 5 Warden, and level 3 but very close to level 4 Panda. There we go with a blink into Shadow Strike, taking out one of those mortar teams. Another drunken fire will be used to try and kill these spellcasters, but not going to do that much damage. Able to pick off 2 units right here, but that's pretty much going to be it. Warden is very close to level 5. After that little, I guess, exchange, I mean, level 6 Warden will be very scary, especially when that Avatar of Vengeance gets that full number of Spirits of Vengeance. Ogre Lord will be cleared out by Yumiko, but here comes LawLiet from behind, and will he actually steal the item? He will steal the item, not the kill, but it is actually going to be an aura item over here. It is going to be the Legion Doomhorn. So that is Unholy Aura for the Night Elf army. That is basically increased movement speed and health regeneration. Something to consider, especially since the Dryads, only at least some of these Dryads are actually taking a lot of damage. There we go, blink over here, and Tome of Retraining will be used. So it could be anything really. If it wants to be an all-around Warden, it could be level 2 in Shadow Strike and Fan of Knives, and then level 1 in Blink, or it could be level 2 Blink, level 3 Fan of Knives, who knows. It can't be level 3 Shadow Strike, level 2 Blink, because that's generally what she already had. So let's see over here. Blink over there, and there we go with the Fan of Knives, doing quite a bit of damage, but the Panda really needs to follow up if he wants to provide the maximum amount of AoE damage, really. And this is generally where the Panda shines, and by that I mean there is absolutely no spellbreakers except for this one over here and this one over here that just popped out. No spellbreakers generally means the Panda is free to do as much damage as he can. There we go with the Scroll of Healing, trying to heal up some of these units over here, trying to rectify the AoE damage. The Mountain King is very low, trying to risk his own life to try and take out the Panda. Panda is actually going to go for that TB Scroll. these 4 bears will actually be dragged off as well, and TP'd back to the main base. What we see over here, we have a wisp over here and a wisp over here. Maybe we might even have a double expand coming in. No one really knows, only LawLiet knows. Actually I do know because I saw it. There we go with the expansion over here. Something to consider because LawLiet is actually considering on late game. He just wants to outlast his opponent. There we go with the Mountain King being taken down at level 3. The Archmage is going to be chased down, but will be able to be saved with the invisibility. Not something you would like to happen, especially since the Mountain King is way behind that Panda. Panda is very close to level 5. We might even see level 6 Panda, who knows. But the Warden is close to level 6 herself. There we go with, the Observers has acknowledged the second expansion. Footman just checking around, trying to control his opponent, trying not to get that many expansions, but I don't think that Yumiko is aware of this one over here. No, not quite. More ivory towers being placed down, trying to establish himself a foothold in this cliff. This is a rather momentous occasion, I guess. Moonwalls are being targeted by those mortar teams, but I mean, they are only 1-0 mortar teams, as well as riflemen. Meanwhile, the Dryads and Bears are still 1-0 as well. Wellsprings is being researched, so that is a good investment in upgrades, I guess. And we might just have concentrate on +2 attack upgrades. There we go, another Blink Fan of Knives right there. And the anti-magic potion will be used once again on the Warden. Level 6 is very close. There we go with a nice Breath of Fire on top of those units. There we go with the level 5 Panda. So level 3 Breath of Fire is available. The Bears are just mauling this army through, but LawLiet is actually going to retreat this, try not to risk too much. I don't think he's lost a single bear yet. The Warden's still sitting on that mana potion, so yeah, not really in need of it. There we go with 1 bear being taken down. That's actually the first bear taken out for LawLiet. Just 1, maybe 2 kills away from level 6, and the Panda also on his way to level 6 as well. And here we go with another push. Or something. Alright, a couple of us actually transferring over here, and that is actually going to be pretty good because LawLiet still in low upkeep. Look at this supply. Could easily go to high upkeep, but I don't think he's going to go for that. And my voice is slowly going away, I don't know why. Tree of Life still being bombarded by mortars, but it looks like LawLiet had enough. He wants to go in balls deep. I guess the scout towers will be forced to be cancelled. The guard towers will not be able to finish. There we go with Thunderclap right there from the Mountain King. He does have +6 intelligence, and level 6 has been gained on the Warden. There we go with the Abdul of Vengeance right over there, and the Spirits of Vengeance will be able to utilize those corpses to become invulnerable spirits and attack everything in their sight. Invisibility is being used to try and save these essential units. There we go with another bear being taken out. So many bears for LawLiet, however, and Yumiko just does not look that great right now. Lots of peasants being taken out by the Drunken Fire right there. And Spellberg is just being mauled by those bears. Level 6 on that Panda. Will we see Storm, Earth, and Fire? We did see that Storm, Earth, and Fire in the last second. If you didn't see that, then, well, I'm sorry for you. Either way, that's going to be game 2. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I almost lost my voice. And yeah, I do apologize if the commentary was lackluster. I just been away for 5 days or so. Next series will be Lucifer versus Infi, so I will get into Group B. I have 10 series to cast, I actually counted, and then I have the playoffs, which I have no idea if people are actually going to be interested in. Either way, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.